Water stress and water use efficiency has been the hallmark of this deliberation today. What is FAO? And I understand that Ministry of Jal Shakti and FAO have a very common denominator in this aspect of this water stress and water use efficiency, and more so when the water is being used almost 80% in irrigation, as Anuji has spoken in his deliberation. As a representative of FAO, what are your expectations from India and around the world, and how has been the pattern and what has been the approach that the government of India and Minister of Jal Shakti in particular has been taking forward?
Good. If you talk about agriculture, without the water, you don't have agriculture. So the water efficiency and the water scarcity is a very, very important issue for not only India but across the board, across the world. So we are really encouraging the better use of the water and then the efficiency use of water. Now, we've been working very closely with the government of India to improve the better use of water. Now, if you talk about the specific indicators, these indicators are very important to measure the sustainable use of the water. We are always talking about the SDG goal. Then, if we fail SDG in achieving SDG in India, we fail all over the world, because the number of the resources, what we're talking about in India is tremendous. So India is the central, the pivotal role in improving the water efficiency.
That is a very important point that you said, that if we fail in India, we fail around the world because of the magnitude and the magnanimity of the issue that India had. But you will appreciate one important point, that India is the only country that has spent so much of money, billions of dollars, close to almost that, has spent on water management in India. So that is also a positive upside story. And now that when India is celebrating G20 as a presidency, G20 presidency, that is also being talked around the world, and all the delegates are also appreciating that part, that India has taken the lead in water management and water, whole aspect of the water ecosystem, where so much of fund has come for the first time from any particular country in the world.
Right. You see, as I said, we also need to think about the agri-food system transformation, and the water is a key central of the transformation. What I'm talking about system transformation, it is not just in water use. For example, we observe the water, the food loss, and the food loss is the production of the agricultural product requires water. If you lose the food, you lose the water as well. So it's a integral part of the water management and agriculture and agri-food system management. So we need to concern about not just the water, but we have to have a holistic view of how agriculture and the foods to be managed. Otherwise, if we just talk about water management, then we don't have the entire efficiency of the water. So you see what I mean? So we need to bring about agri-food system transformation as a part of the water management.
I'm also joined by Anuj Kanwalji, and he is the Commissioner of CADWM. Sir, this is very right, aptly a point. In your deliberation also you talked about efficiency, increasing the efficiency of water rather than minimizing the use of water. I think that you set the tone of this discussion, two-day discussion, very rightly. Can you elaborate a little bit on the pointers of SDG 6.4.1 and 2?
Yeah, the 6.4.1 is basically on water use efficiency. The paradigm of FAO defines it in economic indicator, in economic productivity terms. We define it in efficiency neutral terms. 6.4.2 is basically on water stress. The stress means the availability of water as well as the demand. So balance of the two has to be measured as a stress. We in India have got a system of collecting data. FAO in today's workshop will be suggesting their viewpoint on how this Aquastat software can be used to collect and data, and that will bring us to the international level, where a common platform will be available for us, for our for comparison among the world. And this workshop will definitely deliberate on all these aspects. We in India working in our ministry, we are working very hard to increase our water use efficiency by 20%. We have set out our target of increasing our own form of water use efficiency in irrigation sector by 15% in next 2 years. This is a quite remarkable and achievable goals on which we are working hard. And this way we will definitely work in close cooperation with FAO, not only for irrigation sector but definitely for other sectors also.
So in few weeks time from now, a report will be presented by the ministry on the subject of water use efficiency and the water stress that a country like India has. And also you also talked about what if there is one rainfall that is missed and how much will that put a stress on the irrigation and the agricultural output, because that is also important because with the size of the population that India has. How tough it is for you to collect the data, because data is the king, and managing data, you are the one. I must say that your organization is the one who would be charged or who will be in charge of the managing the data about how much water pumping that could happen, or in organized sector, in a self-help group or unorganized sector, because India being a vast country and the demand for water is as always more than anything else.
Yeah, in India we have got a system of collecting data. So Central Water Commission collects data. We have been collecting data for a very long time. This particular aspects we have got Ministry of Statistics also, which will be giving us some data on productivity of water for other sectors also. But we definitely understand the requirements of FAO today, and we will try to upgrade our system of collection of data, and that will actually help us boosting our whole system at back end to make it a regular feature.
Thank you, gentlemen, for the time and for the looking forward to this 2 days deliberation on workshop on water stress and water use efficiency, and the goal is sustainable development indicator of 6.4.1 and 2. With camera person Jitendra Pranap Rakhar reporting for Vision Television World.